Hi, I'm Tom Spiggle with the Spiggle Law Firm, where we represent people who've been fired or afraid that they might be. I want to answer some commonly asked questions that we get. And one of them is, HR is going to meet with me. I'm talking with you guys or with another lawyer. I've either hired you or I'm planning to. Should I tell HR that I'm going to hire a lawyer? I'm going to give you my lawyerly answer and say it depends. But usually the answer is no until you're ready to do that, or until you've been advised by your attorney that that's the approach that you're going to take. And the reason I say that is it tends to obviously change the game pretty substantially when you tell HR that you've got a lawyer. There's a different way that they're going to treat you. It's going to slow down the conversations. They might get their own counsel involved, which of course is not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes you want that. But once you throw that bomb out there, understand the effects that's going to have. And sometimes it's just not necessary yet. Let's say HR, you're going in for just a general meeting with them. You don't expect that there's going to be, they're going to have the company lawyer or anything like that there. You may not want to tell them that you either have or you're thinking about getting a lawyer. The one exception to this, or an exception to this, is when it's more serious. Let's say you get called into HR or you're going to meet with HR and you know that the company's going to have their own lawyer there and they're going to be talking to you about the very substance of your case. In those instances, unless you've agreed with your lawyer otherwise for some other reason, there could be some tactical reasons to do that. In those cases, you want to let them know that you have a lawyer. And the reason for that is that under professional rules of legal responsibility, a lawyer, let's say representing your company, can't talk to you about the subject of this dispute if you're represented. If you're not represented, they can talk to you all they want. But if you've got it, they know you have a lawyer, they can't talk to a represented party unless they get permission from that other lawyer. So if you want to put the brakes on something, if you walk into a room and you get surprised by the fact that they have counsel there and you're not ready to take that step, you want to mention that I have a lawyer and I would prefer not to have this meeting until my lawyer can be present. So short answer is, in most instances, it may not make sense to yet reveal that you have a lawyer until you're ready to do that, except in circumstances where you actually want to stop that conversation because it's gotten too serious and you want to put it out there that you have a lawyer. But as always, you want to be, if you have hired a firm and you're working with an attorney, this is something you want to be addressing with them about when and how you're going to make it public that you're working with an attorney.